Then how
Yeah.
then do you, you've got a really good album out, you've got three big singles that are going out there, and then there's Of He Will behind you. How do you, are you just going on tour, promoting the album and hoping that things will clear up by the time you're ready to do album number three, or what goes through your mind?
You do hope that things will start to balance themselves out, and you're just like um hoping things get a little bit better and a little bit easier. And they don't for the most part.
And they don't.
You can be hopeful. And that's kind of when I was started having issues within my own group of people, meaning like management. We started having issues. And things just got to a point where I literally wasn't having fun anymore. Because then the label got out of black music. They're like, oh, guess what, guys? No more black music department.
Wow.
And I
Oh.
went, you do know you have people here that do R&B, right? Like, I'm just
Just in case you forget.
wondering if you remember there's a lot of black music here. Um, yes, I do pop, but I
Wow.
also like music. So um I just, it's so funny because there's part of me, I think that, it suppressed a lot of stuff during that period, towards the end of the second album. And um, that I just have like these flashes where I just remember walking into the label and going to the floors that housed urban music and then being empty.
Wow.
It was like a ghost town. Lights were off, literally. And that's a weird experience and a weird feeling. And then you're a teenage girl and you're just like, I don't, here comes another president. Here comes new staff, new ideas. And and then there's problems with management. Um, I'm growing up, so I'm going through all these different physical changes, mental changes, emotional changes as a young woman. It was a lot all at once that I shut down. And when I shut down, I spiraled into a depression. And I just remember being in California and not leaving my room for 2 weeks and not communicating with anyone. I checked out and I could feel it coming. It's like
Mm.
you feel like you're on the brink of something bad is about to happen. And I thought I could get ahead of it, or just, you ignore it. You
Yeah.
think like, I'm going to be fine. No, then you wake up one day and you literally physically can't get out of bed. And I didn't know what that was. Then I didn't know it was depression. Um, and I just remember my brother becoming very concerned very fast and telling my parents like something's really wrong. And my dad flew out and literally got me out of bed and said, "You're going home." And that that was a pivotal point for me because um it's funny because it's weird to talk about because I don't talk about it. It's not something that I share with a lot of people. And I think it's one of those things that most of the world doesn't know about me, that I went through something like that. But I feel like it's something I need to share with people just because um, it's a part of my story, and it's kind of how I've gotten from there to where I am now. Those types of, going through that experience. But yeah, I remember coming back home, and I even had like agoraphobia for a little while. I couldn't go anywhere. The plane ride home, let me tell you,
Oh, yeah.
that was next to impossible.
Oh.
It was unbearable. I had a panic attack in the airport. I had to wear like a hoodie because I just needed to feel like I was closed in. I didn't want people looking at me. It was literally a nightmare. I wasn't eating. I wasn't sleeping. I was horrified as to what was happening to me. And I just remember going home, and, the first thing my mom did was just hold me. Like, she hugged me forever. And it was the best feeling in the world, but without even speaking, she knew that that's what I needed at that time. And should I have gone to a doctor? Should I have gotten a therapist then? Probably. But my family just protected me. I stayed home. I remember my dad calling the label and saying, or calling my attorney and saying, as of right now, she's not doing anything. Don't care what commitments there are, you deal with it. But my daughter's health is more important than anything right now. And I think I was only home for like a month or two. And then I remember saying, I think I'm ready to go back and deal with things. And at that point, there was money that needed to be owed back to the label. There were a lot of commitments that I just didn't uphold on my side because I was spiraling. I was becoming very unhappy, and I couldn't do the work. And I was just like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Like, this is stupid. I don't want, like, this is insanity. Like, I'm not having fun. And I've said this before, my mom always would say that to me. And she said, the minute you're not having fun at doing anything, you stop. Like, don't torture yourself. Don't feel like you need to do something because other people expect you to do it. Whatever needs to be dealt with, we'll figure it out.
I never participated in that kind of.
And somewhere in between
us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
she's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No, okay.
They don't understand what those boys and men all
Play it.
These guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.